Hi guys, it's John Miller here with Hive Lighting. I am at home. Hive Lighting is closed. We're here in California and this is where we make all of our products, which means we are all staying at home this week. So with that being said, I thought it'd be kind of fun to light my video chat. I'm gonna do everything with Hive lights. I'm gonna show you how to do it with our paradomes, with our modifiers, but I'm also gonna show you how to do a DIY version where I'm gonna take lights from my apartment and I'm gonna try and replicate exactly what I did with our Hive lights. I've got a B50C, I've got a Bumblebee 25C, and I've got a Wasp 100CX. These three lights I'm using to do some classic 3-point lighting on my face right now. To control the lights that I have already set up, I'm gonna be using our Hive app. And with our Hive app, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the difference between what I look like lit and what I look like with no lighting on myself whatsoever. So this is lit. If I take off the B50C, which is my key, then I take off the Bumblebee 25C, which is my fill, and I take off the Wasp 100CX, which is my backlight. This is what this video would look like if I was just sitting in my living room with my overhead lights on and with the lamp behind me. So let's look at the lighting back on and talk a little bit about how that's happening. So open my app up again. I'm gonna turn it back on in the opposite order. So the first thing I'm gonna turn on is actually my backlight. So you can see that there. Then I'm gonna turn on my fill. So you got that fill light right here. But finally we have our key. A much better lit 4 camera, so overall the entire image is more dynamic, better exposed. I have left a little bit of contrast between the output level on my fill and my key, so that I'm not completely flat. Once you've kind of set up the orientation of the lighting and you see what each light is doing, you can also play with the output level and the color temperature. The backlight behind me, and I could go very bright with that backlight, but instead I really like the level we had it at. What happens when you go too bright with the backlight, one is it feels artificial. You start to feel like I'm lit. It's a little bit too dramatic. Okay, I brought it down to 30% now, and I really like that. And the reason I really like that is that for the most part, you're not gonna notice it. However, if I get rid of it, it's gonna immediately make the frame less exciting, less dynamic, a little bit less interesting to me. I like that contrast. Obviously right now, because I've got this light source so close to me, I do pop from the rest of the scene. Also because I have this light source so close to me, this feels more lit to me. When I add this element behind me, yes, it's actually technically more lighting, but the whole entire feel of the space feels a little bit more dynamic and actually a little bit more natural. We can also look at the contrast level between the key light, which is our B50C, and the fill light, which are our Bumblebee 25C. So I'm going to go take a look at the Bumblebee 25C. Right now I have it actually dimmed down relatively low. So I'm going to bring that output all the way up. And so this feels a little bit harsher to me. It is a little bit flatter, it's a little bit more even. So this is what the same light at 50% looks like. Already feels more natural to me. However, obviously there's now clearly a bright side and a less bright side to my face. Again, that actually also feels more natural to me. In most of my experiences, and most of the time, you're not gonna actually end up having a light directly in front of your face that makes you completely evenly lit. Finally, I'm gonna play with my key. You know, this is sort of the most important light on my face, probably, you could argue. This would be the key at 100%. Personally, I think this is way too bright at this moment. A little dramatic and beginning to feel a little harsh. So I'm gonna actually bring this down to 50%. And I really like where this light kind of lands. So this feels really natural, this feels nice, this feels flattering, it feels dynamic, and it feels believable. So let's see if I can redo this without all my fancy toys. We're gonna see what we can do with my 2 lamps right here to imitate the lighting we had before. So wish me luck. Okay, so I have redone the lighting for this video, but now I am using 2 lamps from my house. So the one thing I had to sacrifice was I wasn't able to keep the edge light anymore. That had to go, but actually I was able to rearrange my chair a little bit so that I'm getting some of the light from above, so there is a little bit of contrast there. But really what I wanted to do was get that kind of key fill thing again. So we'll take off the first light. So you can kind of see immediately, one, it got a lot darker. Two, you get almost instantly, you start to see the area underneath my eyes, and you start to see wrinkles on my forehead. And also, I think pretty immediately, we start getting into that uninteresting frame where I'm not really brighter than anything behind me. So let me take off the second light and just show you how bad it really is. So now you can see there's just pockets of darkness all over. Again, we start getting fuzzy because we're actually underexposed on our image. And finally, we really just don't have any kind of shaping or softness at all. It's all really just top-down light and then some backlight. So we'll add back these elements again and show you how easy it is to just really improve your video. So what I've done is taken the two lamps that I've shown you. One, I also added that wax paper diffusion that I was using. So that's just some standard wax paper from my kitchen, cut it into a sheet, and I've just got it up in front of the raw bulb that was in the lamp from my bedroom. And then the living room lamp that already had a lampshade on it, I've done nothing but place it just directly up and above. Okay, thanks guys for watching. I had a lot of fun trying to imitate my lighting setups with two different completely different technologies, both the Hive lights and then just what I had around in my house. To learn more about our products, please visit hivelighting.com. And while we are staying home and staying safe, we are still working. So shoot us an email, give us a call, DM us, Facebook message us. We want to hear from you, and we're more than happy to help. All right, everybody, be safe, be healthy, be well. Thank you so much for watching.